Election Day chaos. Former President Donald Trump encouraging his supporters to cheat to boost his chances of winning the election. The disgraceful rhetoric only escalating in recent days as polling shows a nearly tied race. Is the Justice Department ready? Welcome to the No Spin Zone. Graph's Grievances starts right now. Since overwhelmingly losing the 2020 election and refusing to concede defeat to President Joe Biden, it has been clear that former President Donald Trump is an extremely sore loser who cannot be trusted to honor the Constitution. If Trump loses again next month to Vice President Kamala Harris, he will maintain he won and claim voter fraud, just like he did 4 years ago. But what is different this time around is that for months, Trump has been telling his supporters with ever-increasing frequency that Democrats are going to cheat in the upcoming election.
They have to cheat because their policies are so bad that if they didn't cheat, they couldn't get elected. Who wants open borders? Who wants high taxes? Who wants high interest rates? Oh, how the hell do you get elected, right? You know how they got elected? By cheating. They get elected by cheating. Because they want to raise your taxes by 5 times. Oh, please vote for me. I'm going to raise your taxes 5 times higher. The other question I get the most, probably number 2, maybe number 1 sometimes, is how do we stop them from cheating? People ask me, will they do it again, sir? Because, I'm in Florida now, and I drive to various locations and airports and places. Every house has a Trump sign on it. Trump 2024. We got all the votes we need. The risk is what's going to happen during election period. It used to be election day. The Democrats are violently against voter ID because it will make it very hard for them to cheat. If I lose, I'll tell you what's possible, because they cheat. That's the only way we're going to lose, because they cheat. They cheat like hell. I'm here only because they cheat, and they cheat in this state, especially in Philadelphia. And I mentioned a couple of the areas, but for the most part, Philadelphia is out of control. Detroit is out of control. Atlanta is out of control. Places are out of control, because if there was no cheating, if God came down from a high and said, I am going to be your vote tabulator for this election, I would leave this podium right now because I wouldn't have to speak. We wouldn't have any problem. We have to have a landslide because they cheat so damn much. We have to have a landslide. And because of the fact that, they send millions and millions of ballots someplace. They send them all over the place. California, you don't have anything like a voting booth. They take ballots, they just send them all over the place. They come back and they say, oh, somebody won by 5 million votes. It's so corrupt. And our primary focus is not to get out the vote. It's to make sure they don't cheat. Because we have all the votes you need. You can see it. Every house along the way has signs, Trump, 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 Trump fans, Trump fans. Evan Newscomb signed a thing that was incredible. He signed a bill that if you ask somebody for identification having to do with voting, I think you've committed a crime, okay? Now, there's only one reason that happens, because they want to cheat. There's no other reason. There's no conceivable.
Are you surprised?
Like much of what Trump says, there is absolutely no evidence that Democrats plan to cheat. But the effect of Trump repeating this false claim over and over and over again is that it gives his supporters permission to cheat. If Democrats are going to cheat, why shouldn't we? And while I am sure there are Trump supporters who would never consider violating the law, undoubtedly, there are members of MAGA Nation that would do anything to help their dear leader win a second term. We all lived through January 6th, after all, where more than 1,400 Trump supporters have now been charged with attacking the U.S. Capitol in opposition to Trump's 2020 loss. How might Trump sycophants cheat this time around? The former president has given them some ideas.
A lot of these illegal immigrants coming in, they're trying to get them to vote. They can't even speak English. They don't even know what country they're in practically. And these people are trying to get them to vote. And that's why they're allowing them to come into our country.
To be clear, Democrats are not trying to get non-citizens to vote, which is illegal. But by Trump fervently saying that this is happening without punishment, he gives his supporters license to do the same. And sure, Trump's indirect encouragement of cheating by his supporters is less awful than flat out telling people to vote multiple times. I wouldn't be surprised if Trump says that explicitly between now and Election Day. He doesn't care if his followers are prosecuted for breaking the law. Just ask those January 6 defendants rotting away in jail awaiting Trump's promised pardon. The former president repeatedly saying on the campaign trail that if reelected, he will, quote, absolutely pardon those who violently attacked the U.S. Capitol and injured more than 140 police officers. Will Trump also commit to pardoning those charged with violating the law by voting for him multiple times? All of this even more concerning as polling shows Trump and Harris running neck and neck, meaning every vote will matter, especially in the 7 key swing states. According to Nate Silver's polling average, Trump and Harris within 1 or 2 points of each other in Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. It cannot get any closer than this. I sincerely hope the Justice Department is ready because allegations of fraud will be rampant and must be investigated and resolved promptly. Thank you for watching Graf's Grievances. Let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, share, and join me in the next one.